it's Liz Yuille from Old Staples Crafts, UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today's project is this one. Now, I found this on Pinterest. I'm going to take no, what's the word I'm looking for? No credit for the design. It is from handmadebyfiona.com. So I've changed it slightly, but it's basically her design. The joys of Pinterest. It's just great. So we're using black as the background, and because the other bits are so bright, it really makes it pop, and that's why I love this particular project. Brilliant, Fiona, thank you. She's a demonstrator in Australia. Now, I am using just a scrap of black to do the sentiment, because this is actually popped up, as are all the little bits of fruit. We'll come on to the fruit in a moment, but let's start by doing the sentiment so that when it goes wrong, I've got time to do it again. Not that I'm suggesting for one moment that it'll go wrong. I am using, she used Happy Birthday to You, I'm using You Are the Sweetest. So I've just used my embossing buddy to take any static off the piece of basic black that I am using. And of course I should have said I'm using the Fruit Basket stamp set, which is really cute. It comes as part of the fruit suite. I think it's the Tutti Frutti suite in the Spring Summer catalogue. This is white embossing powder, which I'm just going to dabble this in. Right, I've slightly over inked there, so that's fine. We can get rid of that, and the rest is fine. So yes, there is paper as well, 6x6 paper, designer series paper, and matching stamping spots. So if you want to start a collection of stamp pads, it's a great way to start. 4 little stamping spots and cardstock. But obviously I'm doing something slightly different today. So, and I'll show you the full stamp set in a minute. Just, I should get that hot, just with my trusty cheese board. Sorry about the noise. There we go. So let's pop that on the floor so I don't then end up with it falling. So that's that. That is just the simplest thing. Now obviously you could change this up so that you don't have to do embossing if you so desire. But I just love the really white. You could use our craft ink. It does take quite a while to dry, and it would be a little chalkier, the finished result, but it would work. So this is your fruit basket. You've got outline and then 2 infills for each of your bits of fruit. So you've got a pear, a strawberry, a melon, and that's melon as in watermelon. It could be any melon. It could actually be lemon or any citrus as well, but I'm using it as a melon. And then a pineapple. It's got this cute little heart as well. And then you've got a fruit bowl, which is 2 steps, so you can have a background and then an overlay, and also a basket. I have seen people cut those out, but you're not going to see me do that. It also comes, if you wish, in a bundle with the matching stamps. Now you've seen me use this one before, not as fruit, but as just a half circle. I'm only going to show you how to stamp the pineapple today, because it does take quite a while to do everything that one needs, but the basic premise is the same. Now, I am let's go back. I'll show you how I'm doing it, and then I'll show you why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, if that makes sense. Because there are actually two ways of using the stamps. I just want to make sure I've got the right colours, which I have, and then I'll show you the colours that I used for everything. So, crushed curry for my pineapple base. Let's grab the pineapple base, which is that one, and I need the top as well. Now, I am not going to use the outline. because I don't need it. So if I stamp and then change my colours, and I'll show you why I don't need it in a moment. Then Pear Pizzazz for the upper piece. And I'm being careful about where I stamp them, but I'm not being overly cautious, because when I take my punch and punch it out, I'm left with some of it, and you can see here, hopefully, can you see that? I'm left with some of the stamped image, which is why I've not used the outline. The outline is great if you're not punching out, because it does give you that outline. But if you're punching out, you don't need it. So the colours I've used are Pear Pizzazz, surprisingly, on the pear, with Crumb Cake for the stalk, whoops, Real Red, Pear Pizzazz, Crushed Curry, Pear Pizzazz, Garden Green, and Flirty Flamingo, and then the same again. So here's some I've prepared earlier, because they do take a while. Right, okay, so basic black card blank. All the dimensions are going to be over on my blog, so don't worry about that. Yeah, that's, I don't know why I was saying just. Right, now, odd things. I like odd numbers, as you know. So I've got 7 bits of fruit on my original. I'm going to have 7 on this as well. And I'm going to use mini dimensionals. If you wanted to do it flat, you could do mini dimensionals. Mini glue dots even. Good grief, woman. And then by eye, I am going to pop down my dimensionals. And I'm going to put them in as straight a line as I possibly can, and as well, you know, as sensibly apart as I possibly can. Got them slightly further apart than I had last time, so I'm going to have one right on the edge, but never mind, it's fine, we can cope. So yes, 2. And the reason I'm doing it this way round is because I found it easier to put the dimensionals down and then put the fruit on top. And you can, these are very easy to get the backings off, but you know, I've got my piercing tool out, so why won't I use it? So, okay, bits of fruit. I thought I had a pair of, I do. I've got a pair of craft tweezers that hold shut. So let's see what we've got. We've got a melon, another melon, a strawberry, another strawberry, and 2 pineapples. I should probably have made a pair. Right, so because we've only got 1 pair, we are going to put him in the middle. I'm going to come up a bit actually. And then I'm going to work out. So strawberry, melon, pineapple. Actually, if I move my pineapple across a teeny weeny bit, it will look slightly better on the distance. That's the word I'm looking for. Good grief, I think sort of had a brain. I have been filming quite a lot today, and I think my brain's giving out. And finally, our pineapple. Sorry about leaning over, but for the sake of speed, it's easier for me. Right, how are we doing? Not too bad. If you do not already subscribe, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is bottom right hand corner. There's a button there, or on the actual channel. If you don't subscribe to my mailing list, if you are in the UK and over 18 and not a demonstrator, if you do that before the end of March, I will pop you in a draw for a little free craft kit from me. And that will be drawn in April. But if you're overseas, it would be lovely if you sign up to my mailing list. You'll still get all the information, and it's pretty much valid for everyone. So that's great. If you want to sign up to my Blends Club, there's information on that on my blog, which is linked immediately below, and there's a link to all my social media on the in the information below as well. So do have a look at that. So Dimensions goes straight to my blog, which is below. So there we go. Lovely. Thank you, Fiona, is all I can say, because that is absolutely stunning. If you enjoyed that, please give it a thumbs up. If you've got any questions or comments, then leave a comment below or on my blog. I do get back to them. It sometimes takes me 2 or 3 days, but I will always answer every comment. If you need any of the supplies, I would be delighted if you would shop with me. I'm trying to win the incentive trip to Greece. I'm not deluding myself that it's going to happen, but if I don't aim for it, I really won't get it. But every time you shop with me, that gets me a little bit closer. I might just about be in the middle of the Dover channel, English channel, that's the word I'm looking for now, but we've got a way to go. Anyway, thanks again for watching me, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye!